It's your homegirl, Jenny Leigh with VRA Realty. Welcome back to another episode of Good to Know in Chester County, your inside scoop on local businesses that make Chester County feel like home. Today, we're shifting gears with Missy and Zack, the powerhouse duo behind Zack's Automotive. Thanks for coming on today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
I'm so happy to have you here. I really hope a lot of people listen to this one because I think you guys have a lot to offer. So why don't you, in a summarized version, tell us exactly what you guys do for your business.
All right. So we are a small family-owned business. It's just Zack and myself, and we run a small automotive shop. It's a state inspection station, as well as pretty much every need for your vehicle to keep it maintained, safe, and running awesome.
Okay.
So basically, I think in a nutshell, we like to offer great service at a fair price, and Zack is incredibly honest.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. So how did you guys get started? And how long ago did you guys get started?
What's it been? 13 years now?
Okay.
Yeah. It was 13 years on August 5th, actually.
Oh.
And so Zack had always had interest of owning his own shop.
Yeah.
And
It's pretty bizarre how it happened. I
yeah,
was working,
yeah.
working with the guy that owns the building, and every day I would say, the guy that was working in the shop then he was not doing good health wise.
Oh, okay.
Did Mark die yet? And
Oh, geez.
one day he comes in and says, "Guess what? Mark died."
Oh.
So I mean that's really how we got in the building where we're at.
Yeah.
And then it just went from there.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
pretty scary at first.
Yeah, starting any business is a little scary.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had a background in finance, so I understood the accounting aspect of everything. My brother actually was at Penn State, and he had a minor in entrepreneurial, so he actually gave me several of his books.
Okay.
So I kind of self-studied.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of shows about small business.
Yeah.
Asked a lot of questions.
Yep.
Had an awesome accountant who gave us great advice.
So important.
Yeah, for how to manage our business appropriately.
Yep.
And worked really, really hard. When
know
you
you
want to
do.
open your
Yeah.
own business, you need to plan to work a lot of hours.
Yep. Especially in the beginning.
Yes.
So you kind of had that all set. Zack, when did you start falling in love working on cars? How did that all evolve?
That was just born in from
Yeah.
12 years old to forever.
Yeah.
And then it just, you want to do something that you love. So
Yes.
if you don't like what you're doing, don't try to make
Yeah.
that your business. So,
Yeah.
because you will not like it after a while.
Yeah, that happens a lot, actually. And this is why I say you guys are the dynamic duo, because one without the other, a business might
Never would
not,
happen.
at least in
No.
this industry,
No.
you
Never would
know.
happen.
I could never do it without him, obviously.
Yeah.
We very much, people ask all the time, how do you work together as a married couple? And we stay on our side of the wall, is what we say.
Perfect.
I handle everything in the office,
Yep.
and I don't try to micromanage him on his side of the wall, and he never tries to micromanage my side, and
Yeah.
that's how it works.
That's key.
yeah.
So what made you guys want to focus your business in Chester County?
It's where I grew up.
Yeah, where we grew up.
Yep.
We love it here. We raised our family here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. I mean, this area never really was affected by any of when the economy dropped out, Chester County kind of still stayed. I was driving a truck back then, and
Okay.
I would travel all around Pennsylvania, like the northeastern states, and
Yeah.
where we live was not really affected by all these other states. Like the factory went out of business, and the
Yeah.
whole town went out of business, and it was very
done.
bizarre. But right here is a really good place. Like
You are
We
hitting the
stayed
nail on
strong.
the head.
Yeah.
really good
Because
spot.
I've brought this up a few times actually in other episodes that there's something special about our area. One, which I'll touch in a minute, but that's the other one, is we just stay strong. Even during the market crash, like, sure, we all suffered, but our county was like one of the lowest amounts that was affected during that time.
Yeah.
So, of course, a business like yours, that's going to impact you, you know? So, the other thing too is, I guess, how long have you had some of the same repeat customers?
Since we opened our doors.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say.
Yeah.
What's special about Chester County is we love supporting our
Yes,
local
that's
businesses. And, you know, using you guys personally, I mean, it means everything. You know, I love supporting you guys because I just know that what I'm getting from you guys is great work and honesty.
Yes.
So that's huge. Okay, so what makes your business unique compared to others?
We
In
actually
your line of business.
care about our customers.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not just a name. Like,
Yeah,
you come in with a problem, I'm going to try and help you out as best I can.
yeah.
And you're an actual person, you know? You're not just a number.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you guys can share a couple experiences that maybe you had where people came in after the fact.
Yes.
Of maybe,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I think Zach does a really great job in this industry of he gets to know each individual customer because every customer wants to be and handle their automotive needs differently. Some people really want all of the preventative maintenance done.
Yep.
They want it done. It's very important to them. Other clients, they want to fix it when it's broken. That's how they like to do things. And then we have our do-it-yourselfers. And Zach is very happy to educate his clients. If they'd like to do it, he'll show you how, he'll teach you how, he'll show you how to, you know, get the information. And I think that's why Zach is so unique and successful.
Yep.
Because he handles each client the way they want to be treated.
Exactly. So you're kind of like segueing into my next question is what is something that you get all this time? Like something that our listeners would probably love to hear that a lot of people don't realize in the automotive world and you guys specifically.
Well, like you were saying before, so we get a lot of second opinion questions.
Okay.
They are in an area or a new driver, new car owner, not, you know, quite sure what they're doing to maintain their car appropriately.
Yeah.
So they will go to a mechanic, franchise dealer, one of the largers, and they just, I feel like they see them coming. And they give them just a very long list of things that don't necessarily all need to be done right at that time.
Yeah.
So not a lot of people have $2,000 to $3,000 to put in their car right at that moment, especially our college students. We're right outside of Westchester University.
Yep.
You know, the kids are there, they're by themselves. Some of them, they're not close to home. We really try to help them out and, you know, just make sure their car is safe, maintained appropriately, but at the right price for a college student.
Yeah.
So Zach is very good at
Show how to check your oil. It's
Yeah.
clutch. Check your oil.
showing them how to do things and telling them, hey, you know, this week, definitely we need to change your oil.
Yeah.
Your brake pad, here's the level that it's at. In 3,000 to 5,000 miles, you're going to need brake pads. Here's about what that's going to cost.
Yeah.
Then you're looking at tires and it, like really breaking
We don't
it
try
down.
to squeeze you right now and get all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We try to make a customer out of you. Okay, we'll do brakes today. Maybe in a month we'll do tires.
Yeah.
Maybe in another month we'll do.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Come back, we'll check that
unfortunately, sometimes when they get these estimates, they're not familiar. They don't know cars. And they end up paying thousands of dollars that's truly unnecessary.
Yeah. So not only are you 100% honest and say what needs to get done now and, you know, here's what you can look for in the near future, but you're also willing to show your customers real quick, like, hey, you can do this. Like, you know,
Absolutely.
this is something really simple. Like, you could just take their money,
Yep.
right? And you could just do it.
Yep.
But the reality is, like, if it is something that simple, you tell them.
Yep.
Which is,
And we get to know them. We know the
Yeah.
customers who were like, Zach, I'll hear him say, I know you're going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you where to go get the sensor. Here's where you plug it in. You'll be fine.
that's huge.
Yeah.
You know, and Zach, you said something that I feel is very relatable in my line of business is I'm looking for a forever client.
Correct.
Right? I'm not going to just be like, you know, do what I need to do to get the deal done. And,
No.
you know,
Yeah.
like it's about the person, right? And it's about the relationship. So,
And the family and the extended family and the friends. And
All right.
yeah.
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 So is there a thing that really stands out to you guys that, you know, would be something that was challenging that you guys were able to get through, or something over the last 13 years that you were like, okay, this was a new one for us, or, you know, it was just challenging and you had to figure it out?
You would be better.
I don't know. There's a lot
You're
of
just
challenges
that- you're
every
just that
day, and
amazing.
He has
we figure
figured-
them out.
yeah, he has
I
figured-
do have some you go home and dream about at night. And the next day you figure it out. But I mean, there's not one particular. It's every day is different, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you could do the same job 10 times in a row, and it's never going to be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
always that one broken bolt away from a disaster.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There's definitely been jobs that Zach has taken on, mostly because customers are like, we really
beg.
don't want anyone else touching our car. And
Yeah.
Zach's like, this is a little out of my wheelhouse, but if you want me to really try,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to try. And I have to say, he does a lot of research. Like he says,
Yeah.
he literally dreams about it. He's thinking about it all of the time. He'll come into the office and be like, I just don't think this car is ever going to run again. And I'm like, it absolutely is. I know it is. You just need to walk away for a second.
Yeah.
And sure enough, 2 hours later, I hear that engine turn over. Customer picks it up and says, it's never run better. So he really is. He really is a very gifted mechanic.
Stress.
Yeah, I'm sure, especially if you're saying every day is different.
Yeah.
Every
But the
day.
fact that you're, you know, willing to take a challenge on in general, right? You're
Yep.
like, look, this is not my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But you'll put the effort in to try and figure it out because you're so trusted by these customers,
Yeah.
you know, which I think is huge.
And he's very good at knowing his limitations. Like if Zach is, if he is not comfortable with something and he really feels that it needs a specialist, we have
Yeah.
electrical specialists,
Correct.
transmission
So
specialists.
Instead of wasting your time
yeah.
with me messing with it, take
He'll-
it to the guy that
he'll
knows.
say,
what's-
Yeah.
I want to make, you're important to me as a customer. I don't want to do anything that could jeopardize the running of your vehicle.
Yep.
I want you to
Right.
go to this specialist. So he also knows when it's time to turn over the reins
Yep.
and say, here's where we're at.
Yeah. So I guess kind of going into that is, do you work on all different kinds of cars? Is there any cars you don't?
We work on them all.
All of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everything out there.
So you are learning a lot. I mean,
A lot.
you know, I know a little bit about cars.
You learn that
you know,
German cars
foreign-
are over-engineered.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I had a couple and I'm like, what is going on? Like I would bring it in and, you know, it's a little different.
Yeah.
And a lot more.
Yeah.
That's correct.
He met an automotive engineer at a graduation party about a year ago. He said, I need to have a conversation with you.
How did that go?
And he said, you have to be a mechanic. He's
my
like,
God.
You need to be you can't just go and be an engineer as an automotive engineer. You can't.
yeah. He's
Well, you
like,
can, but
he's like, yes, I understand. I anger most mechanics,
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
but I mean, things have to be engineered a certain way. And as cars are developing and they're changing constantly,
Huge, yeah.
constantly, he does a lot of self-educating.
Yeah.
And it's pretty amazing. He's constantly educating himself. He's looking things up. He's reading. He's doing everything he can to stay on top of the new engineering.
you have to. It changes every day.
Yeah. I was just going to bring that up because cars are changing big time.
Yeah.
So you're also willing to adapt, right?
Yes.
You know, it's kind of like I'm having my son teach me how to do things, with technology. I'm like, shoot, I got to keep up with the times, But cars are changing big time. So I think that's key too.
Way more computer controlled everything.
Yeah.
Which is our world, but.
Yeah.
So I have to do that. I got to buy scanners and all that kind of stuff.
I don't even
just
know
for
what you're
basic
talking about.
stuff.
And Zach was
Basic things.
never a computer guy. So
Yeah.
he's also had to educate himself on how to utilize all of these computer-driven systems. Because
Engineered, like the basic guy can't even do his own brakes or.
yeah,
just
there are
because
some
they've
brakes have to be
engineered it.
have to be electronically
Electronic parking brake.
yeah
We can't
turned
just
off.
push the handle.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you figured that out?
he did.
Oh yeah, you have to.
You don't have to.
When the customer
That's a
comes in,
reality.
You don't. Yeah,
needs
he doesn't
brakes,
give
you're like,
himself
"Wow."
enough credit
Yeah.
for the amount of self-education he's done. But
Yeah.
he really does. He cares about the cars, cares about the people, cares about the industry.
Yeah.
When he was learning, he did work for a franchise, and he had said, he's like, I won't do that again until I can own. He
Yep.
said, I won't. He's like, they force you to lie. He's like, they force you to hit quotas that are unnecessary and just take advantage of people. And he's like, I won't do that. He said, so if I'm ever going to be a mechanic again, I have to own.
Yep.
And so that's what we did.
That's another running theme
Yeah.
in episodes, because I think people have a passion for something.
Yeah.
And they get started and they're like, wait a second, this isn't right. Or those rules don't make sense,
Right.
And what do? If they're that passionate about it, they start their business.
Start it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are right outside of Westchester.
Yes.
Super convenient for a lot of people. How can people find you? Do you have social media, anything like that?
We have a Facebook page,
Okay.
Zach's Automotive Services. Give us a call, stop in. We
Yeah.
get a lot of stop-ins.
A lot of stuff.
Right on Strasburg Road,
Yep.
on your way to Westchester, a little town called Romansville.
Yep.
And we're happy to direct you in any way we can.
Yeah.
And, people contact us through our phone number,
Okay.
484-247-8072. Okay. You can text us. You can send us an email.
Yeah.
We will communicate with you any means necessary. We do a lot of texting and emailing because I know a lot of people work.
Yep.
And they're on a call, but they can still communicate with their
Yeah.
mechanic. And
Yeah.
we can do it all that way.
That's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I can't thank you enough. I mean, I truly love you guys. I feel like I can tell there's honesty there, and this is an industry where, unfortunately, a
Yeah.
lot of people get taken advantage of. So thank you so much for sharing your story, and I hope a lot of people are listening because Zach's Automotive is where to go.
Thank you.
I'll be your love, I'll be your sunshine.